So Nikko Locastro, whether you think of him as the hothead or the guy who takes forever to putt, or just a very passionate disc golfer, he has now come out with a lavender seed. This is a prototype disc that smells like lavender. I'm very excited to smell it, actually. So according to Nikko, this is something that he's been in the works with for a while. All the money that he gets from this disc, he is using to pay the first woman who misses cash in the FPO due to transgenders playing in the sport. That kind of causes a lot of controversy, believe it or not, but that is beside the point. I am more curious how this thing flies and how it smells. It does smell like lavender. You wanna smell it?
Oh my gosh.
Right?
It does.
Like stronger than you kind of think. Did you just kiss it?
Wow.
So how do you feel about Natalie Ryan playing in the FPO? Right.
I did not think it was gonna
I didn't either.
smell like lavender.
It actually smells, it's actually a lot stronger of a smell than I thought it'd be. I'm curious after the 9 holes if that smell will stay around and just how long period this does have the aroma. So there is a little micro bead on the disc, pretty gummy, not gonna lie. Very comfortable in the hand. It's not too deep. I'm not the biggest fan of deep putters. This is a let me look it up, I don't wanna lie. 2401, so lots of glide, pretty straight flying. We're gonna play a few holes and just kind of figure that out. All right, we got a wide open fairway. Basket's 500 feet. There's no chance this gets there, but I get to have a wide open shot to just absolutely nuke this thing. Oh, I put it on a lot of hyzer because I thought it'd have some flip, but it has some stability to it. Well, we can't get the birdie, but can we still manage to save the par? I'm gonna put this one on a touch of anhyzer and see if I can get it underneath that branch. I mean, it flies pretty nice. I gotta release it flat though. If you put it on hyzer, it's gonna finish. Honestly, this kind of feels like a, you know, like those pink erasers? That's kind of what this feels like, but more plasticky. Does that make sense? Best putter ever. I can smell it on my hands. This is kind of dope. More companies need to start adding smells to their disc. Like those smelling salts you put in a distance driver and you just snort it before you just yeet the disc into another dimension. All right, here we go. 300 feet. Rip it on this again, except this time, gotta release it flat. Dude, just dead straight. Right underneath the basket. Now, I'm not gonna lie, Nikko Locastro is not the most loved disc golfer on the planet, but I think, oh my gosh, I think it is pretty easy to just sit behind a screen and just kind of put some person in a box. Kind of like what I was saying in the beginning of the video, you'd be like, oh, he's a freaking hothead, he yells at people, he's a piece of crap. Now, let's be honest, for all I know, he could just be a piece of crap. But when you don't actually know somebody, it is easy to just say they are this or that. I haven't necessarily met him in person, but he has been out here on this course back when this was a Silver Series event. I've had friends caddied for him and I've had friends take score for him. Both people said he was a great guy. Now, he does get hot-headed, that's without a doubt, but I think that's just kind of the competitive side of him. I mean, across all sports, you're always gonna have those hotheads who are gonna get very emotional about any little thing that they do. Oh, this is 350 feet uphill. Did we get on top of the plateau? Yo, this thing has glide for days. Back to Nikko. It kind of makes things interesting because now that he has this like background story behind him and makes situations like this kind of interesting because the disc is somewhat controversial. I mean, it really shouldn't be because at the end of the day, he's not hurting anybody. He's just, this is something that he believes in. This is something that he feels like he should do. So there's a lot of questions that I have about it though, after I practice this step putt with the seed. Dude, I just recently started step putting, and that might be the answer. Foot fault all day, but hey, can't call it in person, only online. And speaking of online, the people who live in that world were not happy about this disc coming out, I'll tell you that. If you made any type of post on social media about this disc, you were bound to have a couple people share their feelings about it. Dude, I keep getting like starstruck by the disc. It goes so straight and just glides. And I really thought I could get some like hyzer flip out of it, but that's just not the case, just straight for days. But I don't think there's anything necessarily wrong with the people coming for your neck in the comment section. I think when it comes to the topics like this, you kind of have to discuss it. I mean, not talking about it isn't gonna help anything. Telling people to not talk about it isn't really gonna help anything. There ain't no way in the world I'm step putting this one. Damn it! I think having conversations about the topic is very important. When you try to stop the conversation, that's when it kind of gets ugly. And when you're just being nothing but hateful in the comment section, that doesn't necessarily help anything either. Hadouken! I do wonder if Nikko starts to rage out if he just smells this and it brings some tranquility. The question I have is, hypothetically, a trans person doesn't make it the top 40, do you still pay out first person to miss cash? And if so, what if the first person to miss cash is a trans person? I wonder. Also, because people do have mixed feelings on this, I'm curious if there's gonna be some people who don't accept the cash, or if kept under wraps, I'm curious if everybody's gonna take the money. Who doesn't like money? It'll make it an interesting thing to play for because you think you're playing for last cash and you're like, nah, I'm playing for that seed money. I'm also curious if this was just like a one and done thing. Like was this used to kind of promote the new discs that you're coming out with, or is the Sacred Discs lineup just everything new coming out is going to be used to give money to the first person who misses cash? Because some people were like, hey, you can't really use controversial topics like this to promote your new discs. Nah, I don't know. Not saying it's right or wrong. I do think that if they kind of continue this, that's going to look a little bit better than just, it was just for this putter and we're doing our own thing now. I also wonder in the future when they come out with new disc, if they're going to come out with different scents along the way. Because you honestly don't even have to put your nose to it. You can just fan yourself like this and you can smell the lavender. It is strong. I'm also very impressed with the flight and the feel of it. We're about to do a little durability test though, 300 feet straight down this hallway. I hope I can hit the gap, but at the same time, I hope I light a tree up. Okay. I hit a tree. I mean, at that point, when I'm that far down the fairway, I wish I just peered it. We'll check on the disc though. All right, durability test. Like I said, it is a little bit gummy. I can definitely see where I hit because of the dirt, but other than that, I mean, it's not warped up or anything. Still looks like a normal disc to me. That's good. All right, here's the quick question. Can I throw this hoe in standstill backhand? Oh God, no, off the tree. No. I definitely think that in the aroma line, you gotta have a distance driver with the smelling salt. You also gotta have another disc that smells like coffee. Bro, I'd buy 76 of those, dude. I love coffee. Maybe for the stoners who can't smoke before the round, you come out with a little putter that smells like that yaya. You'd have every single stoner buying that disc, by the way. That actually, that's me. That's intellectual property. That's gonna be my first run disc. Honestly, you could come out with so many flavors and do it like jelly beans and just come out with like a mystery box that has all different types of smells. Like you can have something that smells like a banana or something that just smells like straight up dog doo-doo. You know, we're actually gonna forehand this one in. That's intellectual property too. That's all me. I'm just out here spitting out ideas right now. Oh, goodness gracious, wrong gap, huh? I do want all of your guys' opinion on the disc though. So comment what you think. Do you think it's just a hack? You think he's just kind of using the controversy to just kind of promote a new disc? Do you think he's actually being genuine about it? I'm gonna read all the comments. I'm not gonna respond to them though, because I know that there's gonna be some that aren't too happy about the disc. We're calm. I have no idea what I've been sitting at as far as score because I've just been blabbering this whole time, but 250 feet, lots of trees, lots of rocks. So another durability test, although I hope I put this little thing right underneath the basket. Oh, that's a tree. Missed everything. Dope. Here we go, baby. Redemption on the forehand. A little bit of a low ceiling. The shorts on. All right, here we go. All I want is just a tickle of a chain. Bro, I can't throw forehands with it. That's just all putters though. Not just the seed. Final hole, the 9 holes, and we'll end this on hole 16. 280 feet downhill. You already know your boy's going for the ace. Maybe? Bro, that was pretty close. Bro, even the chains smell like lavender. That's how close it was from going in. Here we are for the birdie. My fingers, they don't smell like lavender. Low-key, it smells like I've been fishing. Maybe I just got dirty fingers. Final hole of the day, we have the island hole, 310 feet. This very well could be my last smell of the sacred seed. Yeah, that kind of sounds sus, I'm not gonna lie. All right, here we go. Final hole, can we throw it in? Nikko, if I ace this, will you please sign it? And Natalie, don't worry, you may sign it as well. Oh, how sick would that be? Oh my gosh, this is a park job. Thank you guys for watching. Don't forget to like the video if you're a real one. Peace.